Okay, I have the I can share it here. Do I have the share option on my end? Yep, there it is. All right. Not sure if that shows up. There it is.
Beautiful.
Yep, there you go. Beautiful.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
So this is a supplemental affidavit in support of motion. Okay, blah, blah, blah. On February 22nd, Attorney Novak, one of 3 special prosecutors assigned to the 2024 indictments against Aidan Kearney, examined John Fanning before the grand jury on alleged illegal recording of Lindsay Cattani. The evidence against Mr. Kearney consisted of 2 contrasting audio recordings, an approximately 15-minute recording that Mr. Kearney posted on YouTube, which included language indicating that the conversation was being recorded, and a 30-second clip from the same conversation, which didn't contain that language. So this is like, you guys might have seen it on it's on my YouTube channel. I uploaded it before I went to jail.
Right.
And ironically, I got indicted for it somehow during the 60 days when I was in there, and I didn't know why. And now we know. So what is this? We have a footnote here. So what is this? 2024 indictments. The good stuff's always in the footnotes. The 2024 indictments are in a state of flux. The DA's office recused itself at a great public expense, engaged 3 special prosecutors to handle this matter. All 3 have been disqualified, sought to withdraw, or been conflicted off the case. Mello was disqualified after he made himself a witness. Novak was relieved one day after the defense filed motions detailing Mr. Mello's egregious misconduct. 1 week later, Mr. Cosgrove sought to be relieved after alleged victim Lindsay Cattani sued him. The state police detective Lieutenant Tully Cattani also notified Morrissey of her intent to sue the DA in connection with her allegations that Cosgrove against Cosgrove and Tully. In light of these virtually unprecedented circumstances, the defense intends to file motions to disqualify the DA from assigning any more special prosecutors to the 2024 case because of its irreconcilable conflict now with Ms. Cattani. Mr. Cosgrove from the instant indictments because of his irreconcilable conflict with Ms. Cattani, and because the defense will likely seek his testimony to impeach Tully's statements of him regarding his review of materials sent to him by Catherine Peter. What a mess. The Cosgrove from an ongoing investigation of Kearney and so basically they're all conflicted out of everything. They just created this huge mess for themselves. It's great.
Yeah. So what do they think they want to get? They want to get something from you that says we'll dismiss it and you want to bring a civil suit. Do you think that's what they're going to do? Is that what they're going to try to do? Or else they'll continue hoping they get a conviction?
I don't think they'll do that. I can't imagine them agreeing to ever dismiss this ever. Can you? Not with this DA in office. I don't know.
No, he's after you. I mean, there's no doubt.
Well, in 25 days, we'll have a very good indication, I think, because if they pull somebody out of their ass to be the prosecutor in that first case, that'll tell us something.
Yeah.
What do you think about Spanky? You think he'd ever come back and do something like this?
Yeah, or he wishes. No, he's definitely conflicted out. Yeah. They definitely cannot bring him back.
Yeah.
So anyway, the evidence against Kearney consisted of 2 contrasting audio record. Oh, we read that. Lieutenant Fanning explained that Miss Peter provided the 30-second audio clip of the 15-minute recording directly to Detective Lieutenant Tully. All right, so she gave it to him. Although Kearney's recording was approximately 15 minutes long, the only incriminating evidence presented to the grand jury was contained exclusively within the 30-second clip that Miss Peter sent Detective Lieutenant Tully. Fanning described Miss Peter as someone who has, quote, software that captures things that Mr. Kearney posts when she sends them to the state police. The due diligence performed by the Commonwealth to determine the authenticity of the 30-second clip by Miss Peter consisted of Miss Cattani's singular claim that Miss Peter's clip was accurate. So they're just blindly trusting that this 30-second clip from Kate Peter is as it seems. She didn't mess with it, nothing. Lieutenant Fanning confirmed that the edited clip that she sent Tully was, quote, not the first clip that we've been sent where someone captures something that was on the internet and then removed. But do you remember what Cosgrove said about when Tully receives files from Kate Peter? Remember what he said in court about this?
Was he said
he
he couldn't open them? He didn't know how to do it, or what?
No, he said, Tully's said that he doesn't click on them. That he has a
I knew there
policy
was
of
something.
asking where can I find this on my own on the internet, right? But this suggests, Fanning testifies now that he was sent a 15-second clip that they used in front of the grand jury, right? Because the one on the internet is still on there. They didn't use that one. They used the one Kate sent them, which is not on the internet. So immediately Fanning has contradicted or shown that Tully is a liar, that he does use clips, right? We got him. Fanning got him, right? So he goes, according to Fanning, Miss Peter captured other things in the past that she, quote, sent to us that we can't find or document. When asked by a grand juror if Miss Peter worked for the state police or something, Lieutenant Fanning responded no, while acknowledging, but she's provided information.
Right. And did they pay her out of any type of snitch fund?
I don't care about that. It's like, I honestly think that's a distraction about like the money. First of all, you can't prove it. Okay. And secondly, she's doing this for fucking fun. Okay. She's doing this because she hates me, which is a much less reason to take her seriously. Her obsession with me. Like if she was being paid to be different, it's like, I like it more when she's not paid. I don't like how people always bring up that
the motivation's
paid.
More evil.
It is. And it just shows she's biased. Right. And like, whereas like anybody get paid to, Cosgrove's getting paid to prosecute me. Right. Tully's getting paid to do this. Like Krusty's doing this for the love of hatred of me. Like that's a much more powerful and dangerous thing. Right.
Fine line between love and hate,
Right. So it goes, on December 28th, 2023, I'm in jail. Almost 2 months prior to Fanning's testimony, sworn claim that Miss Peter provided the 30-second clip to D.L. Tully. Miss Peter emailed Mr. Mello and D.L. Tully, subject line blank, referencing their joint conversation from the previous day. So like with these goddamn redactions, because of the impoundment order, we can't go over everything, right? But we can use context clues from this, right? So we hear December 28th, 2 months prior to Fanning's sworn claim that she provided a 30-second clip. Peter emails Mello and Tully, subject line blank, referencing their joint conversation from the previous day. So what do you think that means? Because I'm not even looking at the unredacted version. Your guess is as good as mine. It's got to be something about a clip, right? Why else would you mention
or the edited version of it or something?
Yeah, who knows?
And it's in quotes, whatever the line was. It looks like it's only a couple of words.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Small letters sounds like.
Yeah. So Miss Peter sent Mr. Mello and D.L. Tully, and then there's a full sentence there. She opined that blank. So she is offering her input about what her evaluation is, right, of whatever she's sending. I think we can all glean that. So it's like, why is your input, your opinion on this? Why does that matter? Who are you? Yeah. Like you're just somebody obsessed with Turtleboy. You're not a cop. Like what do you know?
Why do they care?
Right. Miss Peter attached a blank, which on information and belief included the 30-second clip Mr. Novak introduced to the grand jury through Lieutenant Fanning on. So the 30-second clips of video, she attached a blank, which included that. So we could probably figure out what that is. Yeah. So that's on that email. Miss Peter assured Mello and Tully that she would continue to what? What do you think?
Work on things, gather information, something.
Help them.
Yeah.
I think help them. And they're right. Yeah. She's going to continue to keep her eyes and her ears open and transmit anything that she finds to them.
I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, but you can't confirm or deny. But you're in jail at this away from your kids over Christmas time. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So they're having these wonderful conversations about what they're going to do to you beforehand, and then knowing that they have put you away, taken you away for your children. All right, and that you're simply no danger to them, and they're having a pas de trois, or shall we say we won't go there because that could be sexual.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, so Miss Peters' December 28th email to Mello and Tully included blank related to the alleged wiretap violations. So something in there related to wiretaps are on that email. So on January 3rd at 10:44, Miss Peter emailed Mello that she, quote, blank and blank. So she's telling Mello a few days later, after sending this other clip, the 30-second clip, blank. Oh, I wish this wasn't redacted. On January 3rd at 11:08, Miss Peter emailed Mr. Mello blank of what she alleged was proof that Mr. Kearney illegally wiretapped Miss Gattani. So he
The
says
transcript or her transcript, her, whatever.
Well, he says Miss Peter emails,
What
so
she
she
alleged was
emails it,
Right,
and so
right.
she's deciding what is proof, right?
Right. She's
of
deciding what's
wiretap.
proof. Right.
Right. On January 3rd, 2024, Miss Peter emailed Miss Tully and Mello a blank, quote, blank, which she described as the blank. She then asked Mello and Tully if they would like her to blank, quote, to where Mr. Kearney posted the alleged wiretap calls. She noted blank, and unfortunately, this is a harder one to put together there. But
Right.
why are you talking so much? That's like, why is she doing this? On January 3rd at 11:50, Mr. Mello acknowledged receipt of this evidence, emailing Miss Peter blank. Oh,
Thank you.
Wish you could read that. I can't confirm or deny what that is. On January 3rd, Miss Peter emailed him and Tully the subject line blank with a blank, quote, blank. Miss Peter stated that the blank was from a blank, which she attached in a blank. On January 3rd at 7:57, Mello emailed a copy of blank to Tully and stated blank. So whatever he got from Krusty, Mello is sending to Tully and saying something. Okay. But what we can glean from this,
We can glean now.
He is the source of all of this shit.
Yeah.
Right?
And they are elevating whatever that information is to this level of, top secret agent or something.
Yes.
Right.
And
right.
yeah, they're not telling her you're not a detective.
Yes. And they're not telling her to stop.
That. Yeah. And and all of a sudden I have charges. Okay.
Yeah.
On information and belief, the above described facts and evidence established that the 30-second clip provided by Miss Peter was not publicly available on the internet at the time that Tully reviewed it. On information and belief, the only way Tully could have reviewed the 30-second edited clip was by viewing it through the link Miss Peter provided him. But remember, he doesn't click on links.
He doesn't click on links, right?
According to Cosgrove's own testimony, he doesn't click on links, right? So was he lying, or is she lying? In addition to providing further proof that Miss Peters supplied edited evidence to the Commonwealth while acting as its key source during the grand jury investigations in Mr. Kearney, the above described evidence provides further reason to doubt the truthfulness of Tully's claims to Cosgrove that he never accessed private links sent to him by Miss Peter. Got him. Like that's done. They're liars, right? The above described attachments, links, and evidence Miss Peter provided to Mello and or Tully all have been in the Commonwealth's actual possession, custody, and control, and have not been provided to the defense. We have not gotten that 30-second clip. We have not gotten it. We don't even know what that is to this day.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
How many months? It's been a year and at least a half, almost a year and 8 months since this, at a minimum.
When the time comes to turn it over, do you think they still have it? I'm asking you, do you think they still have it?
Good question.
Well, good luck proving a negative if they just say they don't. Good luck.
This is all with the Gattani indictment anyway, which is going to be bombed out anyway. This one's not even going to exist in 25 days, unless they have a miracle prosecutor that steps in, but I don't think that's going to happen. At a minimum, the factual allegations included in the affidavit present additional material, questions of fact that the court must resolve at an evidentiary hearing before ruling on the pending defense motions. So we need an evidentiary hearing to get to the bottom of this.
Okay. So in your experience, do you think that's going to happen before December 5th?
The evidentiary hearing?
Yeah.
No, he would have to order one on. That's a good question, because he does say in there, right, that
He says before the motion to dismiss, and that's the 5th of December. So there have to be some sort of.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I would
there's plenty of time there's plenty of time to notice it. Plenty of time under the code to notice it.
Yeah, I would love nothing more than evidentiary hearing. We never got one of those in the Reed trials, but man, would I like to get some of these people on the stand before a trial and just get some. Imagine that. Imagine the theater of that. Imagine how much content you guys would get out of that.
Wow, no, content will be there.
Tully, Kate Peter, Lindsay Gattani,
might have to buy
Mello
up there
with boobs in his noses.
But he did
all
say
on the
he
stand.
did say you're entitled to a hearing. He did say that.
We are,
Yeah,
and
you are.
especially with this.